What's going on, everybody? Today, I was sincerely shocked. Just sat down on my computer to get to work and get on YouTube, and all of a sudden, I had to do the double take. I'm like, "What is that? Is that a new Eminem track? What?" So Eminem dropped a new track today called "Darkness," and not only that, he dropped a whole album out of just nowhere, which is one thing I love about the current climate, with music, is all the rules are broken. I mean, once upon a time there was a lot of hype built up to an album, and now artists will just be dropping stuff out the clear blue sky, and it just goes viral. I wanted to take a moment and kind of discuss this new track that Eminem just dropped. If you're new to my channel, my name is ColeMize. I'm actually a rap coach, which means I teach people how to rap, and I work with a lot of artists on artist development and things of that nature. And that's what this channel is dedicated to. So if you're someone who's wanting to learn how to rap, this is the perfect spot for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay, again, the name of this song is called Darkness. And man, here's the thing about Eminem. If you just listen to his song one time, you can't truly appreciate the craftsmanship that goes into his songs. There's so much that's why his songs have so much replay value, because there's so much detail that goes into his songs. I mean, just you can listen to his songs 10, 15, 20 times, 100 times maybe, and you'll still pick up on things that maybe you never even realized. That's the level of genius that Eminem has when it comes to songwriting. So anyways, the song title is called Darkness, okay? And this whole song is almost like a double entendre, meaning it has two meanings. The whole song has a parallel. On one side, the song is talking about mental illness, and it's telling the story of the Las Vegas shooting, and Eminem's putting himself in that dude's shoes, who did the shooting, and it's also bouncing back to him as a rapper, Eminem himself, and his own mental struggles and things that he deals with. And it's just very well put together. I mean, it's genius work here. And let's just go through it. I'm just going to go through some of the lyrics with you, and just kind of maybe point out some things that you won't catch listening the first time, or maybe several times after. But the hook is actually using a sample, I believe, from an old song by Simon Garfunkel. It's called "Sound of Silence." And in his lyrics, the hook basically just goes like, "I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone in the darkness." And then the sample plays and it says, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." So really that's a contradiction in and of itself, if you think about it. He's saying, I don't want to be alone in the darkness. And then he's saying, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." So it's embracing the darkness. So this is really kind of tying into a theme that we've heard in Eminem's music for a very long time. It's just that struggle with light and darkness. I mean, you can go all the way back to Infinite, the Eminem's album Infinite, and he's already struggling with it there before he got signed with Dre. And that's a reoccurring theme in his music. And honestly, it's a recurring theme in all of us in humanity. It's something we all have to deal with on a normal basis. You know what I'm saying? And so the verse, I'll just read through the verse here. "Here I am alone again. Can't get out of this hole I'm in. It's like the walls are closing in. You can't help me. No one can." All right. So this level of hopelessness, saying no one can help me. This is something he's struggling with internally. This is a mental struggle. "I can feel the curtains closing. I can't open them, but something pulls them closed again." And then the sample plays, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." So once again, that's the darkness. That's the dark side that you're wrestling with, that you're struggling with mentally. "Feels like I'm loathing in Las Vegas." That's a play on also the movie Loathing in Las Vegas, a fear of loathing in Las Vegas. "Haven't got the Vegas why I'm so lost. Haven't got the Vegas why I'm so lost." So playing off of Vegas and Vegas. So once again, a lot of wordplay. "But I'd make you a small wager if I bet you I'll be in tomorrow's paper. Who would the odds favor?" So again, this is all tying into this theme of Vegas, and is using gambling terminology and things of that nature, which is something that Eminem's always done very well. It's just tie and connect so many different things. And then the sample plays, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." Once again, that wrestling with darkness. I'm so much like my father, you would think that I knew him. This is one of my favorite lines of the song right here. I thought that was really just very catchy and just a really good line. I keep pacing this room, volume and chase it with booze. One little taste it'll do. Maybe I'll take it and snooze and then tear up the stage in a few. So this is already, we're starting to see when you listen to the song at first, you think he's just talking about himself. Like, okay, this is Eminem struggling with drugs and stuff like that. At this point in time, you don't really realize what he's setting up right here. But this is when on the first listen through, I started kind of noticing like, okay, Eminem's taking us for a ride here. Where's this going to go? So already, maybe I'll take it and snooze, then tear up the stage in a few. Tear up the stage is a double entendre. He's saying lyrically, I'm going to tear up the stage. But he's also speaking from the shooter's perspective of tearing up the stage with the guns. Then once again, you hear, hello, darkness, my old friend. That's foreshadowing, once again, darkness. Because, I mean, if he's just speaking from a rapper's perspective, what's so dark about him tearing up a stage rapping, right? This is a subtle clue of foreshadowing of something more sinister at play here. F the Colt 45, I'm going to need something stronger. Once again, double entendre. Colt 45 is a gun, but it's also an alcoholic beverage. So he's saying, I need something bigger than a Colt 45. Alcohol-wise, substance abuse-wise, but also gun-wise. If I pop any caps, it better be off of vodka. Round after round after round, I'm getting loaded. There's so many double entendres here. That's a lot of shots, huh? I love that. That's another one of them standoff lines. Round after round, I'm getting loaded. That's a lot of shots, huh? So terminology of getting drunk, we're getting loaded. Round after round, rounds of shots, rounds of ammunition, popping caps, bottles, guns. Like it's so well put together, man. I'm sorry, gushing a little bit, but this is skill, man. There's so much skill involved here. And again, after that's a lot of shots, we hear "Hello, darkness, my old friend." Once again, that sample is representing the darkness in a sense, where it's like it keeps peeking its head. It just keeps coming in. It won't go away, and it's like an undertone of all this dark stuff that's being disclosed here. The hook comes back in, and then verse 2. Now I'm staring at the room surface, me and you off a benzo, which is a short word for a drug. I can hear the music continue to crescendo. I see the whole effing venue from my window. That's when you know you're schizo. Then we hear, hello, darkness, my old friend. Because I keep peeking out the curtain from the hotel. The music is so loud. So once again, he's painting this picture of the killer, right? But it's almost as though I don't hear no sound. I should get ready for the show now. Wait, this is the whole crowd? I thought this ish was sold out. Once again, double parallels. The killer is waiting for the whole crowd to form. Eminem, from a rapper's perspective, he's speaking like, him performing. He's like, oh, wow, this is it. Where's everybody else at? Hello, darkness, my old friend. But it's only the opening act. It's early, don't overreact. Then something told me to relax and just hope for the show to be packed. This is dark, man. Like, this is dark. Don't want to hit the stage before they feel each roll to the max, because that'd be totally whack. Like, once again, man, the parallel here, like, that's so, just imagine the level of evil, of getting upset with this plan, this plot to kill people, and being upset that it's not packed out. Like, that's twisted, man. That's dark. Because he said, don't want to hit the stage before they feel each roll to the max, because that'd be totally whack. Can't murder a show nobody's at. That was heavy. That was heavy. Once again, playing off the word, like, us rappers, we'll say, we murked a show or murdered a show. Double entendre between him as the rapper and also the person he's trying to portray. But what if nobody shows? Panic mode. About to snap and go mother effing wacko in any second. About to cancel the show just as fans below rush the entrance. Plan is a go to wreck-ish, cameras in all directions. The press is about to go ape-ish bananas on all the networks. Commando with extra clips. I got ammo for all the hecklers. There's a lot of wordplay going on here when he talks about the bananas on all the networks, like people going bananas, but he's also talking about banana clips with the guns. And Commando with extra clips. I got ammo for all the hecklers. So once again, double meaning here. His hecklers, his naysayers. So him being like a lyrical assassin on any, and trust me, his album, I hadn't even got to hear the whole album yet, but I already know he's going in. He's going in on a lot of people who's been hating on him. Just once again, this foreshadows what he's probably doing on this album too, I would imagine. I'm armed to the teeth. Another volume fall off the bed. I may be looking a little too deep into that line, but armed to the teeth, you could also think too, like lyrically, like armed to the teeth, what's coming out of his mouth. Another volume fall off the bed, hit the ground and crawl to the dresser. Alcohol on my breath as I reach for the scope. This is another double meaning, and it's one of those things that would have flown over my head a lot longer had I not watched the video, the music video. But alcohol on my breath as I reach for the scope. So double meaning, he's talking about reaching for a gun, but he's also talking about reaching for actual mouthwash. You know, there's a mouthwash called Scope, so maybe trying to hide the fact that he's struggling with this alcoholism / darkness from both ends. I'm blacking out. I'm all out of meds. When the benzo's gone, now it's just magazines sprawled out on the floor. F the media, I'm going all out. This is war. So when he says magazines sprawled out on the floor, he's also he's adding some sexual wordplay here with sprawled out, meaning spread out, and he's saying F the media. And he's also could be talking about too, like him going against the media as far as the media possibly putting stuff out there to try to incite violence amongst people and stuff. And so he's like going against it. Then the chorus comes back in, and then verse 3, people start to show up. Time to start the show up. It's 10:05 p.m. and the curtains start to go up, and I'm already sweating, but I'm locked and loaded for rapid fire spitting for all the concert goers. Once again, double entendre. Him as the rapper, rapping on stage, but also in the perspective of the killer. Scopes for sniper vision surprised me out of nowhere as I slide the clip in from inside the hotel, leaning out the window going, Kaiser Soze. This one went over my head at first. I had to dig into this one. Kaiser Soze is a character from Unusual Suspects that Kevin Spacey plays, which is a psycho killer. Finger on the trigger, but I'm a licensed owner with no prior convictions, so lost, the sky's the limit. So my supply is infinite, strapped like I'm a soldier. Got them hopping over walls and climbing fences. Some of them John Travolta staying alive by inches. So John Travolta was in a movie way back in the day, and that was the song that he was dancing to was "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees. It was a movie called Saturday Night Fever. So that one went over my head at first too. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then I had to dig in deeper. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Cops are knocking. OF thought I blocked the entrance. Guess showtime is over. No suicide note, just a note for target distance. But if you like to know the reason why I did this, and this is the ending statements right here, you'll never find a motive. Truth is, I have no idea. I'm just as stumped. No signs of mental illness. Just trying to show you the reason why we're so effed. Because by the time it's over, won't make the slightest difference. And after that, the chorus comes back in. But I thought a little bit about this ending because once again, this whole song is like a parallel between him and the Las Vegas shooter. And you know, he kills himself in the video, and it's you know, I'm kind of left wondering what I get that as far as the shooter goes because that's what happened. But as far as him though, like how does that connect with him, the rapper, him offing himself? Could it mean that maybe maybe a certain directions he's taken with his career that he could be committing suicide, or of him speaking up and speaking against the things that he's speaking against in his song. Could he lose fans? Him taking a political stance. Could he lose fans? Could that be a way of him committing suicide in a way? Taking shots at all of his haters, the naysayers, the hecklers, people who got something negative to say. I kind of feel like that could be where he's coming from, because as we go a little bit further, this is the way the song ends, of course, with the chorus playing, and then it has a really kind of heavy outro where it shows Eminem like watching all these videos on all these television sets, and it's just showing you all these news reports of like shootings, and of course Las Vegas and school shootings and churches and stuff getting shot up, and Eminem just sitting there watching, like just shaking his head, and you could tell like it's heavy on him, it's weighing heavy on him. And then it says, then these lines come up at the very end. It says, when will this end? And then it says, when enough people care. And then this is the part, honestly, first watch this next part. And then it says register to vote at vote.gov. As soon as I seen that, I'm like, huh? Like that kind of threw me off. To be completely transparent, I was kind of taken back and turned off by that. And then he said, make your voice heard and help change gun laws in America. And so at my initial listen, I don't know, I was kind of turned off by that. I was like, what? Like all this picture was painted, and it just took this strong political turn towards the end, and I'm just being transparent and honest about it. And but at the same time, I love the fact that he did it at the same time, because even if I don't necessarily agree with him trying to influence gun laws to be changed, because I mean this song is talking about mental problems, right? And to me, I think that's the root. I think that's the root problem is the mental illness. I think that's what leads to people wanting to harm other people. I think hurt people hurt people. Okay. And I think it's not just the reason. It's not just the reason why people are shooting and killing people. It's also why people are killing themselves. And guns is not the only way that people can die. There's a lot of different methods of people killing other people and also themselves. And so we've had so many rappers as of recent even die from drug overdoses and suicides, and it's an ongoing issue too with even the youth, and they're starting to learn about the negative side effects of social media and how bullying is just so prevalent now, because back in the day, if you got bullied at school, that was it. At least you had a break when you go home. But now there's no getting away from it because social media. And so, but regardless, it's a beautiful thing. I love the fact that Eminem is speaking his heart and putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of people who hate it, and there's nothing wrong with that, because, he could be trying to straddle the fence. I like the fact that he's taking a stance, and I always respect people who are just being real, man. Just be real. I don't have to agree with every aspect of what you're saying or whatever, but I respect the fact that you're using your platform to really speak about something, because there's so much music out here that's negative, and it's promoting negativity, and it's promoting things that if people do the things that they portray in the music, then they'll wind up in jail or dead or hurting other people. And so I commend Eminem for taking a stance, even if I don't necessarily agree with the political angle per se. That doesn't negate the fact that, first of all, he's a genius in what he's doing, and he's using his platform to try to do something positive and build awareness around a real issue. Mental illness is real. I think most of us all know someone who deals with mental illness. And the thing about mental illness is it's something that you can't physically see. It's internal. And that goes all the way back to the beginning of his song, to his lines where he said, let me just scroll here, where he said, here I am alone again, can't get out of this hole I'm in. It's like the walls are closing in. You can't help me. No one can. I can feel these curtains closing. I go to open them, but something pulls them closed again. This is level of hopelessness and how no one can help them. And this is something that, once again, that it's not visible on the outside. I mean, you'd be surprised at how many people are dealing with mental issues, you know, and it's something you can't see from the outside looking in. It can look like, oh, that person has not a struggle in the world. That person has everything. Even celebrities, man, like Robin Williams is just someone that came to mind. Like someone I grew up, loved listening to Robin Williams, watching him and stuff like that, and killed himself. It's like, dang, man, like you never know what a person's going through. And so I love the fact that the Eminem is using his platform to put something out there that's thought provoking. And the thing about Eminem, man, he's so much more than just a rapper, man. He's an artist. And like, this is art, and this is going to stir up so much controversy and also conversations and people talking and discussing and debating. And I'm not heavy into politics and stuff like that, but it's going to get a lot of stuff stirred up, and I think that's good. I think as long as we're talking and discussing things, we can progress. So anyways, those are my thoughts on Eminem's new track, Darkness. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you think it was whack? And I'm sure there's things I missed. Once again, you can listen to an Eminem song over and over and over again, and you're going to pick up on things. So maybe if there's something that maybe you noticed that I didn't even notice, leave that in the comment section below. Again, my name is ColeMize. This channel is dedicated to helping rappers be the best rapper they can be. And so if you're new to my channel and you're someone who's interested in learning more about rapping, I have an ebook that I wrote as my gift to you. It's called The #1 Fundamental to Rapping, and it shows you how rapping works. And it's an easy read. It's only like, you could probably read it in like 15, 20 minutes. And it also explains to you what I believe to be the #1 fundamental to rapping. So again, my name is ColeMize. And as I always say, remember, when it comes to rapping, there's no rules. There's only techniques. Peace. Hey man, you see that subscribe button right there? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, and don't forget the bell icon. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Hey, I know you see that like button, right? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. And look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, today I'm gonna kill it, kill it.